Lavalier.
Because like that was like my problem with Man About Cake was the fact that the crew was loved, and it felt.
I don't have to be lavalier. Yeah. Do you want to hold the book or? Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah. It's a good looking book.
It's good, yeah. It's got so smooth. Wow. It's like it was printed professionally. What do you think of this color, the background?
Makes people want to buy books.
Just make you want to buy books. All right, so if you are watching this on the day that the video is uploaded, I have my third book being released today, June 4th, 2024. It is called Apostles of Mercy, and it's about Apostles of Mercy. It's the third book in the series that has come out in several years, and I'm told that it would probably be a good idea to give a rundown of the stuff that happened in the first two, both for those of you who did read them and need a refresher, and for those of you freaks who are just really into diving midway into series, having zero context.
Not call your fans freaks.
That's what Big Joel does.
Oh, wow.
They love it.
Big Joel does it.
Yeah, he does it. They love him. He is a man. He can get away with everything, unless he insinuates that certain internet people are conservative. Then
Let's get back to the book.
what's it about?
Aliens.
Right. Okay.
2007. The more innocent world.
Yeah, the innocent time of post 9/11 is when our scene is laid. I guess it is a little Romeo and Juliet-y. So it's kind of like the Linda Hamilton Beauty and the Beast meets Independence Day. Is that a good pitch? Does that make you?
Great pitch.
Does that what you? No, what did you pitch it? It was like Stranger Things meets Arrival. Yeah, that's the thinking man's version, and mine is the honest version. So our first book is called Axiom's End, and it is fundamentally about communication and truth. What even is she? Do we even know her? I don't think so. So we kind of find out through a series of public scandals that, like, yeah, the government actually does have some alien stuff, and they've been kind of like hiding it, and it causes a big old scandal. And one of them, a recent arrival, is the only one who can kind of sort of figure out human language. And so our main character, Cora, is basically like, so you know Sigourney Weaver's character in Galaxy Quest? It's like...
Timely.
Computer, can it be repaired?
Damage to beryllium sphere, irreparable. New source of beryllium must be secured.
We need another one.
I mean, everybody loves Galaxy Quest.
No, we have no extra beryllium sphere on board.
You know, that is really getting annoying.
Look, I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it, okay?
It's a very important role where, like, she is tasked with being the communication middleman between the aliens and effectively all of humanity. In the first book, it's just the government, but in the second book, it's other people. It's
Love story.
yeah.
A simple love story.
It's a simple love story between a millennial fail son who has dropped out of college and is working at a temp agency. I did one of those things. Your guess which one. And a several 100-year-old alien cyborg who may or may not have done a little bit of genocide.
So the first one is an action-packed.
Yeah, it's an action-packed,
thrill ride.
thrill ride. That's like, yeah, it's Transformers-y, it's Men in Black-y, it's Spielberg's War of the Worlds, which I'm the only person who thinks or cares about that movie.
At the end of that one,
Okay, so at the end of that one, they're kind of like bound together in the sort of like, you know, the cliche of the soul bondy thing, but it, like done in a different way because it's kind of horrible.
That's Lindsay Ellis.
Yeah, it's done it like, it was like, wouldn't you love to like have a soul bond with the like really old alien, but it's kind of the worst thing ever? Because imagine, you can't even communicate. You can't even really understand each other, and you're expected to just kind of be attached to this thing for the rest of your life. It's hard. So that's the second book. And for those of you who read the second book and felt a little traumatized by it, I'm sorry. I did warn you.
It's a lovely courtroom. I mean,
It's a courtroom drama.
there's courtroom
Speaking
drama.
of timely, there's courtroom drama.
Everyone loves courtroom drama.
Yeah, I love, listening to the New York Times podcast every day about courtroom drama. The second one is called Truth of the Divine, and the year is 2008. The president is Dick Cheney, and so basically it's like our 2008. Yeah. Yeah, that was that was just kind of fun, because it doesn't mean anything in the context of the narrative, but it is kind of fun to say, like, imagine how different it would have been if Dick Cheney. Okay, so at the beginning of the second book, the world knows about the scandal, but they don't have any details. They don't know about, like, what the civilization is, why they're here, what they look like. They just kind of know vaguely that, like, they exist and the government's hiding it. So at the beginning of our story, Cora's sort of like fallen into a sort of official role of interpreter.
I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
Our government frenemies are trying to figure out how do we want to release this information, this very delicate, this is, it's like, and so, but then, of course, as so often happens, it is violently taken out of their hands. And so the second book is where, the world kind of finds out about, like, the details of, what they look like and what they're doing here and what their deal is and are they gonna kill us? And it doesn't go amazingly. And so that's the basic plot of the second one. And I guess the question at the center of the second one is, like, how do you define a person? Like, is it necessarily a human? Like, and I feel like you see a lot of these, dealing with, like, AIs and robots. And in this case, it's, like, our legal system and, literal aliens. And are we gonna give them, can they be citizens? Can they get married? Can they own land? What's the deal? And this was actually kind of weird, because I did talk to a few lawyers about this, in the long ago time. But back when I was writing this, and no one had an answer. So it's an interesting question. If aliens show up tomorrow, we wouldn't know legally what to do with them. You could probably just, like, take them out back and shoot them, and you wouldn't technically be breaking the law any more than you would if it was a dog, which is also technically legal. As the government of South Dakota, the governor's. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. Book three. All right. So the book 2 is I guess kind of the Empire Strikes Back. So by the end of the second book, we're like, maybe this civilization isn't worth saving. And by this civilization, I mean ours. So book 3. The year is 2009. Lady Gaga is in office. Panic at the Disco is kind of in a lull period. They're looking for their identity. And our heroes, Cora and Ampersand, this is the alien that I haven't mentioned yet, they're like, you know what, fuck these kids, we're out of here. We tried. We tried making this Earth thing, there's no saving this. So they're gonna get the hell out of Dodge before either, we destroy ourselves, as one could argue is kind of the road we're on anyway, or, the aliens do it for us. So there's this plot point from book 1 that I forgot to mention. It's like I'm getting such, like, frustrated head shaking off screen here. This is why I make the big bucks. Very, very good at explaining and selling things. So our main alien civilization are not the only ones out there. There's, as there were multiple hominid species, there were a few there's one other sister species who's, like, mentioned a bunch in book 1 and a little bit in book 2, and so they're kind of the main antagonists of book 3. And so before our heroes are able to get their ducks in a row and figure out what they're going to do, we learn that, like, our new frenemies are here, and they're not really super receptive to communicating, because every time they have they've tried to do that with either their alien cousins or with humans, it has gone very badly. You know, there's like this whole theme here. Before we are able to escape this deteriorating civilization, the party number 2, they do a plot thing, and we have to solve the plot. Okay. Can you help me? It's like this really hard to explain it concisely. They have a MacGuffin.
There are other aliens and other people they start to care about.
Over the course of the series, we're like learning about the universe, both the fictional one and the real one. We talk a little bit about string theory, which I'm pretty sure is wrong, but like the multiverse is very in right now. Well, we don't fuck with multiverse. No, sir. We fuck with dimensions. Cause that's what's not overplayed. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know. Pretty sure string theory is wrong, but we're gonna roll with it anyway. Cause you know what? You can't prove me wrong. It kind of blends the actioniness of the first one with the, you know, pathos of the second one, the feelingsiness of Truth of the Divine with the pulpy 90s/2000s action movies. Vibe of the first book.
Cora has a new crush.
Oh yeah, yet another love interest. We're on our 3rd or 4th love interest, depending on how you count them.
Depending on how you count.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like when you're in your early 20s, you get around.
Come for the aliens.
Come for the aliens. Stay for the queer romance. This book is also extremely gay, so it's fortuitous that it came out in June when there are no one's talking about gay shit in June. Go down, do the Pride Parade, like, woo, buy my book. And I'm just like, look, Pride, look, yeah. Like, look, New York Pride, you're corporate AF, you can't judge me. Last time I was there, I saw the Wells Fargo carriage.
All of this is usable.
Yeah.
Buy your book.
Buy
all 3.
Buy all 3 if you can.
They're all available in audiobook.
They're also all available in audiobook. The first one was nominated for like the Oscars of Audiobook Awards. That's what it's called. So people don't get confused. The Audis. I guess I pronounce it Audi, like the car. And also ebook is an option.
Any way you want to read this book.
Anyway is great.
We'll get into it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rocky and Bullwinkle questions. Do you want to do like, will they save humanity from?
Will they end climate change, or will climate change end them? This book is actually not about climate change at all. It's like the only sci-fi book that's not about climate change. Yes, I'm kind of sick of it, to be honest. As a subgenre, a little over it. No shade, but I'm living it. You know, it's like I guess that's why I'm kind of like more into the First Contact thing right now, because it's like we got it. We got it. We're all gonna die. Yeah, at least we can have an extremely slow burn. Will they? Won't they? Between an alien cyborg and a millennial fail son who can't hold a job down.
People's hero.
Yeah. It's just
Cora.
like, yeah, she's a little too real. That's why people take issue. Yeah, the hero for the modern man that is just like, how can I get out of this? Which I think we all kind of feel. I think I'm really good at this.
Yeah, you've done a great job. You're gonna sell.
I think I'm gonna sell 100 copies. I think I might sell even more than, like more than 100 copies.
You know.
I guess that's good.